Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Summit. Today I'm here with another topic related to QShell command, where we will see how we can utilize the time related format specifier with current timestamp, or you can say date command. Okay, in our previous session we discussed various type of date related format specifier that we used in order to customize the date format, right? Similarly, there are many scenarios in project or in day-to-day tasks where we are supposed to use uh, these time related format specifier in order to customize your time. So in this session, we are going to discuss about those timestamp related format specifier. Okay. But before we start the session, it is always required to understand the requirement. What are situations? What kind of, because command is quite easy. You can simply learn it from like from the net or from any book. You can just read it out and it will clear because command is straightforward. But the main thing is requirement. What are the conditions? How we can use it? What all type of combination we can made? These are the things that we should be aware of. So just to explain those things, we will start with the basic thing like how and why we use it. So first thing, why we are using it. So just assume a scenario where we are working for a particular task in a project, and then there it is supposed to print a particular portion of your time. For example, from the current timestamp, we want to fetch only the hours or maybe minutes or maybe seconds, or maybe we want to make a combination. Let's say we just want to print the hour and minute on a particular screen. So in that case, we should know how to fetch a particular portion from a timestamp in order to see the output. Okay, what all type of combination we are supposed to use there. So these all things we should be aware of. So for that, what I'll do, I'll show you. Firstly, I'll tell you about the timestamp, like how we can fetch the current timestamp, because maybe some of you are directly referring this session. So just for those persons, like I'm going to explain you what is timestamp and how we can fetch it, what all value we are getting by default from that timestamp, and once everything is cleared, then we will see how to use time related format specifiers. Clear? So I think we are good to start with the session. So just you need to write here QSH. What QSH will do, it will open a Q shell command entry screen for us. So after writing QSH, you can hit enter. And here you can see it has opened us one screen with Q shell command entry. Now on this screen, we can do one thing. We can use simply simple command date. Now what date will do, it will return the current timestamp. So if I press enter here, you can see it is returning us the current timestamp. And in this current timestamp, you can say it is a combination of current time and date along with a time format. So here, if you look at the first thing, which is TUE, so it is representing the day, Tuesday. Okay. Then we have APR, which is representing the April. Then we have hour, minute, and seconds. Sorry, these are the hour, minute, and second, and this is the date. Okay, 16th April. So basically, you can say it is showing us 16th April Tuesday. Then we have hour, minute, seconds, and this is the format for time, like coordinated universal time, and this is the year. So these are the all values that we can fetch easily just with a simple date command. But the thing is that, let's say from this entire timestamp we want to fetch only a particular portion of time. Maybe it could be hour, minute, or seconds. So for that, you just need to write here the format like this: date, then space, plus double quotes. Inside double quote, you can simply write here percentile. For hour, we will go with capital H and then simply hit enter. On pressing enter, it will show you this, which is denoting the hour. So you can see when we ran the last command, it was also showing the 6 as hours. Okay, so from percentile H, we can fetch the hour from a current timestamp. Got it? Fine. Now suppose I want to fetch minute from a timestamp. So in that case, you can simply write again date space plus double quotes. Then inside that you can write here percentile m. M is for minutes. Now if I hit enter here, you can see it is representing the minutes. But there might be one question, like previously it was showing 18. Why it is showing now 20? Because date always return the current thing. So if I run it now, you can see it is 20. And if we wait for more 30 seconds, then it will change 21. And accordingly, it will change every time. Because this is not a fixed value. Every time when we hit enter on date, it will provide us something new. Like right now you can see 48 seconds has been passed. So once it is converted to 60 seconds, then it will become 21 as a normal time, right? So that's why it is getting changed every time. So one more time if I hit enter, you can see it has been changed to 21. So whenever we are using it with percentile m, in that case it will only return the current minutes from the timestamp. Clear? Fine. Similarly, and one more thing, if you remember in the last session I have asked you to look for this thing, right? Because there with date we were using the small m, and that small m was used in order to fetch the month from a current timestamp. But if you change that small m with capital M, then in that case it would return only the current minute. That's why I gave you the task to search for this thing. And in that session I just skip this part because it would be much easier for you to understand it now, because now we are discussing only the things related to time. So that's why I skipped this portion in that session. Okay, fine. Now suppose similarly if we want to fetch the seconds, so can we pass S? Yes, you can. So in that case you just need to write here capital S and then simply hit enter. So what it will do, it will return the seconds from your timestamp. Okay, so this is how you can easily utilize H, M or S in order to fetch your hour, minute and seconds. Fine. So this is fine. Like this is the way through which we can simply fetch out the value from the current timestamp. But suppose as per your project requirement, you are supposed to print, let's say, hour or minutes only. So how we can fetch the customized data? So in that case, what you can do, you can simply write here date space, then plus double quotes, then this space, and inside this you can simply write percentile H for hour, then percentile M for minutes, and then simply hit enter. So now you can see it is printing 06 and 23, which means hour and minutes. Okay. Similarly, if let's say if you want to fetch all the value together, hour, minute, second, so you can simply write it again plus quote percentage percentile H, percentile M, percentile S. What it is denoting, hour, minute and seconds, then simply hit enter and it will print your uh, current timestamp in HMS format. Not the timestamp, current time only. Okay, timestamp, this thing is timestamp and this is the time. Clear? Fine. Now another thing is, can we change the order as well? Yes, you can. Let's say if someone has asked you to print in HMS format, which is a reverse format, so you can, yes, you can write like this, SMH. Okay, so if I write it, enter it now, it will return firstly the seconds, then minute and then hour. This is not only the means the combination is not always required to make from this thing. Maybe let's say for any particular reason, if you are supposed to print HMS with year also, so in that case you can make it as H, M and S, and here you can start it with Y. Y is for year, so just write it like this, Y, and then simply hit enter. On pressing enter, it will print the value like this, 2024 R. 2024 is year, then we have R, which is 06, then minutes 24 and seconds 28. But remember one thing, every time it will return the current thing, not the fixed thing. Okay, so every time when you hit the enter, it will change the value wherever it is needed, because hour is mostly same for 1 hour, and then minute and second will for sure get changed after sometimes. Okay, fine. So I think now it is clear to everyone like how we can format the time related things in from date command using the format specifier. Same thing you can use through CL program, and in our previous session we have already discussed that thing. And even there are various program available where we have discussed all the things related to CL, so you can refer that program. And I hope today's session is clear to all of you, and in the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharemit.